We can just go over it all once again because we have got brackets for you. Because these brackets, it crashed, but it will be back soon.
But we don't need no brackets. We can tell you what happened. OG lost.
OG lost.
Yeah, they lost versus Vega.
Hard. Actually, it wasn't even close.
They got wrecked.
They did.
Some would say.
They did get wrecked, and Vega looked really strong, and therefore are in the lower bracket finals.
And in the other game, Synderen got wrecked. Not, I mean, these games are a bit more even, but quick 2-0 for Liquid as well, though.
Yep, and that means that it's going to be Liquid versus Vega in the lower bracket finals to decide the last and final slot for the European qualifier for the CORSAIR DreamLeague Major Season 11.
Yeah, it was more expected. I mean, we expected that Liquid is going to be there, right? But
yeah, but I expected Liquid to go there through the upper bracket. I thought NiP was going to be in the lower bracket. I did think they would be in the top 4. I thought OG versus NiP lower bracket finals. That would have been my guess.
OG versus NiP, yeah. I mean,
and then the winner of that, and then I wouldn't have been able to really choose who had the better.
No one expected Vega. Like, we expected Vega to be the first ones to actually fall out, but apparently they're really strong. They understand the meta very well. They've been together for a while, and with this addition,
there you go.
With the addition of DM on mid, they're doing fairly well. Actually, they're looking strong.
They are. That Kunkka that DM played so good both games that they played this morning.
Yeah, I think if you are Liquid, you ban that Kunkka. You just don't mess with it because in the last series, actually in the last 2 games that we watched, Vega always prepares for that Kunkka pick. Like they ban out the OD, they ban out the Razor, and then they pick Kunkka.
Yeah. At the same time, we can also take a look at the teams that have already qualified. You saw NiP and Secret there for Europe. We also have some teams qualified yesterday for North America. We had
this is the first major for Navi,
Storm
right?
And yes, it is.
The season,
they came so close with minors.
Yep.
And then they didn't.
And they came so close, and then they didn't.
And now they did. Yeah. And now they did. So I'm really happy to see them there. I like Mineski and Fnatic making it through. As we mentioned earlier today already, we thought that TNC let us down a little bit in that region. I think eHome making it through, they did look super strong. They obviously looked strong at the minor when they made it through to the major last time, but then they grew so much during the CQ major. Yeah. That they definitely earned their spot here too.
And it's fun to see all these different regions and how they adapt to the meta. It's not like every region has the same idea of what's supposed to be played. I like that a lot because we're gonna see the clash of ideas on the major itself.
Yep, and of course the top second from the right spot is gonna be given away in a couple of hours. 2 hours, 3 hours, time will tell, but the winner of the upcoming series will be taking that spot, and of course North America will be decided later today. We're going to have 3 series of that as well. You'll of course be with the North American crew, with Moxie, Breaky, and Kips as well. Kips is at the moment she's an adopted American right now for
yes, she definitely is. She's NA.
She's NA.
Like
she lives on an NA time zone.
You can see with her points as well. Like, I don't know. This is the shame of Europe.
Yeah, they had way more games
Dutch,
than
right?
us. She is Dutch, yes.
How do you feel about that? Like, look at those points. Like, I don't know. I mean, she is influenced by the NA people in the couch, I suppose, on the couch. Breaky and Moxie, so.
Yeah, she's trying to build them up, you know. Make them feel better about
every
themselves.
time Synderen was playing, I voted for him.
Yeah,
I predicted
for him,
why. And I'm still ahead of NA.
Yeah, they had way more games than us. No, they actually had less games than us. This is why they're a little bit behind.
Yeah,
but,
that's true.
We are going to head into the game soon. Also, yeah, indeed, OD Pixel, for people that weren't aware, he's not able to be here today, but he sends you guys his love and. Well, actually, no, he wouldn't really. Let's be serious. But unfortunately,
of course he would. He's a nice guy. Come on.
The OD Pixel is here for now, and me and Lizard will carry you and help you through the upcoming series between Liquid and Vega, and the draft is on the way, so we can see which heroes are gonna be drafted between these 2 teams. And the main question for me is, which supports are we going to see? Which is very funny because we already have 3 support bans. Because it really has been the battle of which supports.
4
and stuff.
support bans.
4 support bans.
4 support bans.
So we still have Grimstroke in, Chen and Kotl in, and no, Rubik not. I mean, I don't blame Vega with that Rubik ban. GH was amazing.
GH, what he did that game, I don't know. People from Cinder and Stacks from Kaban were tipping him.
Yeah.
Like, that's how good he was playing. And he just, I don't know, he's just so strong on that Rubik. It's
Whatever
a respect
happened
band.
to... I know Dazzle got nerfed, so we don't see him as much anymore. But we don't really see Dark Willow anymore, and CM sometimes came out as well.
I mean, Dark Willow got nerfed super hard, but she's buffed again. And I think Dark Willow is a hero that we are going to see eventually creep into the meta again, as her Bramble Maze is definitely much stronger than it was. As the cooldown is much shorter, so...
Yeah.
Dark Willow is definitely coming back. It's just a matter of time, I think.
Well, if we were going to have 6 supports banned out, it means that we have to see some new supports. Obviously, we had Luna support. That's a new one coming in. We see the Sven support.
I mean, Sven
Sven
support
core.
Yeah. Team Liquid does play Sven on position 3.
Yeah.
Mind Control just played an insane Sven.
He did.
So maybe that's why they banned it out. And Team Liquid, I just think... What do you ban out? I mean, if you're playing versus a Nyx, alright. So they ban out that Lifestealer, a hero that has been played by Vega. They've been really good with it, and I don't know, I'd still ban out Kunkka. I'd still ban out that midder of theirs. Yeah, that guy looked really good. He had really solid performance.
Oh, we're going back in time. Vega Squadron opening with the Magnus.
Back in time to the old days, the 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Magnus was played and everything was shiny and just innocent.
Wow.
Now we have these Chen Kotl picks, no more Magnuses. We have these cooldown reducting heroes and the divine favors. Like Magnus it used to be a simpler time as well.
Yeah.
It was so nice back then.
Good old time.
The grass was greener, the sky was bluer. People would just get empowered.
I was going to say, which other colors are you going to go for? The sun was more yellow. The water was more teal.
Clear.
There you go.
Yeah.
Magnus, of course, can be played different roles.
Yeah, you can play
So
him
it's a
on
little
3
bit
or
of a
4.
flex pick. And Liquid actually taking their time. Do you think that they should take one of the better combinations away from Vega?
Yeah, they're going with the Chen and the Lone Druid, alright. This is a little bit of meta and a little bit of Liquid, I think. Like the Lone Druid, Matumba Man, obviously one of his best heroes coming back. We haven't really seen Lone Druid have too much success recently though. But overall, I think if anyone can make it work, it is Team Liquid. Now I put him on mid for now. Put him on mid for now. We'll figure it out.
Chen support safe lane for now.
Yeah, most likely. Now the thing is, like, we saw how Chen's Divine Favor works with Catapult.
Yes.
How does it work with the bear? The bear can attack the... Oh, Magnus PA, guys. That's what's back. Okay, now I remember that time that I was talking about. Grass was not greener, sky was not clear. It was awful. I was playing a position 5 and being one-shotted by some empowered PA 12 minutes into the game.
Yeah,
so,
Chen is gonna have to be careful for that.
These 2 heroes have been nerfed though, each. So it's not as strong as it used to be, but it's definitely a very strong combination still. Especially with the PA on the Lone Druid, you can jump him at any given point. As long as you have that BKB, eventually he won't be able to deal with you. So I really love the PA pick.
Yeah, but mostly because it's PA Magnus. But it is, like you said, it's going back in time. It's going back to something, a meta that kind of was already figured out, right? Or at least should Liquid not be aware of what's coming now and just be able to deal with it?
Look at that, the Kunkka ban. I really like this.
Ban.
Ban that Kunkka away from Vega. They're so strong with that hero.
They really are.
Overall, Team Liquid, actually, now that you asked, have played versus PA a couple of times.
Tinker, right?
Yeah, with Tinker. They lost once horribly, right? It was Nisha PA on that mid.
Yeah.
He crushed that Tinker. But the first time they did win, but it was versus a different team. I believe it was versus the real guys, the real deal. Yeah, it was versus the real deal.
They had something else, didn't they? They had Tinker +1 to deal with the PA. I don't know what it was.
It was Tinker plus Nyx.
Okay.
They played that. This game Nyx is banned out, so they can't. They can still go for the Tinker, but I don't think they will. You have this lone druid. He's greedy enough, and if you go for that Tinker too, like, I don't know if anyone is going to be able to create so much space. I mean, you do have your GH, you do have your mind control still, that did exceptionally well in that last game, but there's only so much they can do, and making lone druid plus a Tinker work is very difficult.
10 seconds.
And they ban out the Beastmaster. They ban out some mind control, I guess, mind control heroes. But there's still so many options for I mean, you can't really ban out Liquid's heroes. They got too many comfort picks. So
yeah, it's like a mix. You're trying to ban out all the meta heroes, and at the same time you're trying to ban out like player-specific heroes.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
So right now the Beastmaster ban, they want, of course, ban out heroes that would be able to deal with a fat PA, and of course Aurora would be great if you have a BK beat PA.
Team Liquid.
Aurora
We
would
still
be great.
see the Darkseer ban, Darkseer Magnus lanes. We have
It's not great. We've seen that. I think usually when there's a Darkseer plus Magnus in the game, Magnus is just that position 4 that rotates around, and Darkseer is played as that guy that just stays on the lane, uses his Iron Shell to creep skip. So, yeah.
We have
10
not
seconds.
well, we have seen Kezu play Magnus, but we haven't really seen MNT play Magnus so far.
5 seconds.
He can do it.
Oh yeah,
certain.
I'm sure he
I'm
can.
certain.
Yeah.
You know what? Even though I know that running around across the map and empowering people is very hard, you just have to press empower and select the hero that you want to do it on. I think MNT can do it. Earth Spirit though, GH Classic. Here we go.
There we go.
Back into the meta, back into the game.
Easy.
This feels really good right now. Earth Spirit taken for them. Darkseer has been banned out, so they won't have that combination as they banned them.
They banned themselves.
Yeah, but
Do you? I was gonna ask about Keeper of the Light, but
I was waiting for it. I was wondering who's gonna snatch it.
well, with the Earth Spirit picked up already, we obviously didn't want to see that anymore on Liquid.
Yeah, definitely not. But Vega, they do take that Kotl. Right now, what do you have? Like, you don't have any.
You can throw a lot of daggers.
You can throw a lot of daggers. You can give it to Magnus perhaps, and then he can.
That's you.
That's me actually. For the first time in ages, I need to get up. And will I get up? I'll get up.
Get all the boxes.
All
It's
right.
funny how some of the regions, I remember having, I think we did a little bit of South America in the first couple of days, and they had a lot of heroes that started with S's and T's and stuff.
Yeah, they like me. They want me to get up and find some heroes. Right, Tiny is gonna be played on the Dire offlane most likely,
Yeah,
right?
because we know it's going to be a core Tiny. There's no way it's Chen or a Spirit core, so and if it is a core-ish Tiny, it's going to be. It's going to be a mind control Tiny, surely.
Yeah. What's really great about this lone druid is that he allows you to pick a tri-lane too. So that Chen might just go with these guys, then you can put lone druid on the safe lane
And he'll be by
+1,
himself, yeah.
and then you can last pick the miracle hero. So that's actually really good for them.
Yeah, a lot
Not
of flex.
necessarily the way they have to go, obviously, but it is an option.
Yeah, and Liquid does have last pick in this series, in this game once again.
So they can counter with that miracle
Yep.
hero. Vega, however, they have a lot of teamfight right now in between the RP and the Will-O-the-Wisp. They have a lot of buff to that PA as well. You can chakra magic for a lot of daggers. Eventually, when she takes that talent, it can hurt quite hard with the empower too. What are they thinking about though?
Team Liquid.
A Tusk.
A
Tag
Tusk.
team.
So it is a core Magnus.
Kezu Mag. Tusk
Alright.
is you. That means.
All right.
That means Mag is on Mag Tusk lane?
Yeah, I mean, they can
No,
lane-
Mag by himself. I wouldn't actually say Magnus by himself on the safe lane and aggressive tri lane. But
Let's put that Tusk first there.
Yeah.
But most likely what's going to happen is, you're right, that Mag is... I'd rather see him actually on the offlane.
But by himself.
By himself, because if you put that Magnus on the offlane, what he can do...
Druid. Sorry, go for it.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be versus Lone Druid, but even if, like, that's not great lane for him. But what he can do is he can just creep skip, connect the creep wave to the creep camp that's nearby, and then farm it all away. So it's definitely a decent play. And then you're going to have Tusk plus PA on that safe lane, which is pretty nice, plus the Kotl, obviously. So you can deal with Tiny and whoever basically comes.
And we'll see the Chen then also go on this tri-lane versus tri-lane. And if you have a tri-lane with a Chen or a Spirit and a Tiny versus a PA, Kotl and a Tusk, who comes out ahead?
Who plays better?
Oh yeah? Is it one of those? That's nice.
It's one of those,
like that.
because you have Chen, you have Divine Favor definitely on the Tiny. So if they go on him, you can turn. He's gonna hit you quite hard, but at the same time you have Tusk. Yeah, you have the tag team. Tag team that has been nerfed though. You have to remember that. Tag team is not as strong as it used to be. It doesn't slow as much as it used.
When you're level 2?
You have to get to level 2.
True.
It's far away. We're talking about level 1. But yeah, I mean, it can go either way, honestly. It's basically a lane in which small things are going to decide it. So.
We have got a ban of the Morphling, so...
Banned Morphling, alright.
We did see Miracle play Morphling, right?
Yep, we did. Morphling plus Lone Druid would be very greedy. I'm not certain if that's really the way they wanted to go, but... Is there something that Vega is maybe thinking about picking, and that's why they ban out? Nah, they're...
Timbersaw.
Timbersaw.
Timber, they did it before. They won with it, actually. Who did they win versus? They won versus Real Deal with it.
Yeah, it's gonna be Timber, most likely like that.
Yeah.
You can also put him on some side lane too, but DM has been playing that Timbersaw on the mid lane.
What's good against Timbersaw mid? There's a lot of things good against Timbersaw.
There's a lot of things, yeah. Like you can pick a bunch of stuff. You can pick that Ursa that we saw yesterday.
Bloodseeker, what? We were not expecting that.
Bloodsuka. All right, I don't know. Like, I didn't really see Bloodseeker in ages.
Nope.
I heard some talk in between pro players and stuff that this hero might be the next big thing, but...
You want to put him mid?
Yeah, I mean, that's where he shines. Definitely, Bloodseeker does best on mid versus Timber, so you can definitely win. If the Silence are basically battling all the time, you're gonna benefit from low HP on everyone across the map, and you're gonna hit him quite hard. But the thing is, you hit faster, not necessarily much harder like before. So
but Timber doesn't really hit for much either.
I mean, but Timber doesn't care that you hit faster. He cares about the damage, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't really hit hard, so you can still.
Yeah, but you're gonna give him
for the last hit.
You will contest the last hits definitely.
Oh yeah, I'm not thinking that anybody will be killed in the mid lane.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about this Bloodseeker pick, honestly.
Oh, for this game, Owen thought OG would win.
He thought OG would win. Oh, that prediction did not age well.
No, it did not age well. Owen thought in the grand finals, or rather lower bracket finals of the European qualifier, it would be Caban versus OG. All right, so Owen has a wrong prediction here. We'll take that.
He just lost.
He just lost.
Maybe we can call him and see what he thinks about this one.
I think Liquid, I'm giving them the edge, mostly because PA Magnus obviously is very strong, but at the same time, I kind of feel going into this, Liquid is a stronger team, and I am one of those skeptics that needs to be proven wrong first before I can believe anything. So, prove me wrong, Vega Squadron.
I've been completely opposite. I've been going with Cinderan, that's the underdog in that last match.
That worked out well for you.
That worked out so well for me that I'm going to go with another underdog. I'm going to go with Vega as well. Now, do I believe that Vega is going to win 100%? I certainly do not, but I'd rather see them make an upset and perhaps get closer to that major. So,
dude, that would be amazing. Right, we are in the game. Game start.
1.
Game 1. Go. Fight.
All right, we will see Liquid Miracle. Actually, is he gonna be the one going mid?
I don't know.
He doesn't look like that.
We have
does he?
DM Magnus and Kezu Timbersaw, so they swapped that one
so
about.
they all right. They're changing things around.
They are. It will be a Miracle Bloodseeker, and I think on the side of Liquid, it was exactly the way we thought it was, although we don't know yet how the lanes are going to be. Are they going to be able to kill off the bear?
Matumba Man is going to go mid, it seems. He's going to be the mid, and Miracle is just going to stroll back bottom. So they are swapping. They are switching lanes up.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the Bloodseeker mid like we thought it will be.
Control and GH just a bit of harassment. Paraxu actually takes quite the beating here, but they go in with tag team onto GH, and with the Illuminate there as well. GH, can he get out? It doesn't look like it for the moment. He does get healed up, and Pexu's the one having to back off. Now Madara turning around for mind control, but they back off. Nobody dies here today, but that came scarily close. It does look like we are going to see... Never mind, are they switching lanes again?
Is anyone going to take these two bounty runes on the bottom lane? That's the real question.
That is the real question.
It doesn't look that way because, Bloodseeker might go for it because he's rotating. Not because he knows that the bounty is there. You see, he's not even going for... Miracle.
He just clicked on the map. Oh,
all right.
hello.
He took it.
He just clicked on the map, but he is rotating. So they want to have... well, they're also rotating on the side of Vega. But they want the PA against Bloodseeker? Is that what they're going for here?
That's the way it looks like, at least. Tiny is rotating bottom, though, and Miracle is dodging this. Yeah. He's running back top. He is wasting some valuable time and experience. He is missing the full first wave, and he's going to miss a big chunk of the second one, too.
Musical lanes, once again.
Yeah, I mean, DM is doing quite fine so far, but I think there's an edge.
Maybe next time. To be careful here, GH is carrying quite the punch.
Alright, so you have Bloodseeker and Chen plus GH versus Timber. I mean, they wanted this Bloodseeker, they picked it into a Timber, so they wanted this lane for some reason.
Yeah, but Earth Spirit is already going back. He's going to bottom. So now it's 2v2 lanes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes for Miracle.
Tusk PA and Cottle Timber. Oh, going in on Madara. Yeah, there is a tag team. GH once again has to be so careful, and he already used his roll. A couple more hits, and he dies. It is indeed first blood, the way going of Pexu.
I mean, they weren't really on the same page there, GH and Mind Control. They went in. I mean, GH went in, Mind Control was buying stuff. I guess it's sticks or something in the side shop, so it's not really great. 14-1 right now on Matumba Man.
11-0. Yeah. With a couple of creeps still coming in, and those will be denied. So okay.
He's gonna deny one more. No.
Still, Matumba Man edging a little bit ahead of the Magnus.
Yeah, I think that's to be expected, honestly.
Meantime, bottom lane has got a Tiny in trouble again. It looks like we might have that
Tiny dying.
Ooh, no, Chen coming in to help out Kuroki with the saving spells, and Pexu and Madara forced back, and comes the roll. They want to still get Madara. They should be able to as well. Couple right clicks and needing some misses here. The tree is will be tossed. And
the way he took that tree instantly, it looked pretty fancy, and they got that kill on Madara. I think they need this tri lane the way it is, but it looks like Chen might rotate away. They don't want to be losing experience, and he wants to get a good creep, perhaps.
It looks like Vega is also leaving the Timbersaw up alone against the Bloodseeker.
I'm not certain. Like a long time ago, Bloodseeker could do very well on that lane. As soon as someone gets slow across the map, Timbersaw just dies. However, the new Timbersaw and the new Bloodseeker, I think it might be a bit different now.
Oh, you do see Miracle getting harassed quite a bit as Kuroki dies again on the bottom lane. The tri lane of Vega Squadron making some moves. And even though while this fighting is going on, we still have a Matumba Man, a lone druid to keep in mind. He is going to be the one to keep an eye on for late game. Because I don't think they're going to be able to kill him off. You know, they might try a couple times.
He actually looks like he's going for that right-click build, like the range build.
He's an honor.
I'm not certain. Like, I'm happy he's not going for Radiance, at least. We've seen, at least from the past few games that we've seen Lone Druid, in this qualifier he wasn't doing well with the Radiance. So
Oh, this battle is still ongoing. It looks like Paxu is on the receiving end of this one, though. KuroKy with one uphill miss, but the second one will hit the haste rune of GH. Gave him no opportunity to run away from that. He tried to man fight for a little bit, but can't do that. Not for that long anyway. And the instant rotation afterwards to mid, that is towards DM. He has got a... He does... No.
He doesn't have it.
He does not have it.
But he might scout them. He's farming. He wants to farm here, but KuroKy might take that creep and turn it against him.
GH is still there. DM now sees him too. Oh, missed the roll there for GH. A rare miss, and that means DM can just hide under his tower again. Speaking of hiding under towers, it looks like Kezu is hiding under the Bloodseeker's tower. Paxu getting a tree in his face. Mind control, trying to chase him down, but nice block for maybe next time. KuroKy, though, he's right there and ticks off the cell for Paxu, and with the toss there, wasn't even needed anymore as KuroKy already took the last hit. Maybe next time giving them a little bit of a chase, but realizes his fate and just turns around and walks into death.
Yeah, that tri-lane on the bottom lane is definitely strong. Any tri-lane with Chen, once he has his creeps, it becomes increasingly harder, especially with the Tusk now dead a couple of times. Like, he's not really having the best game.
He is not.
Now the question still remains, who comes on top of on this top lane? So far, when it comes to CS, Kezu is doing fine.
Yep.
And Miracle...
Who can do more with the farm they get? Like, who could do more earlier, I should say?
No, definitely Timber. He gets that farm, he becomes unkillable, stands in front. They don't really have a lot of silences. They do have Rupture. Rupture into Toss, perhaps, or something like that is a good combination to use against him. So they have ways of killing that Timber. It's not like he is going to enter God mode after the laning stage, but he is going to give them problems, definitely.
Avalanche Toss. Trying to get some extra harassment on Madara, who actually jumps in onto GH, but he can't roll away. He jumped into Madara himself. DM coming into this bottom lane as well. They try to get both of them with the dagger, slowing Mind Control down. Now all eyes on KuroKy as he is trying to run away and lure them away from Mind Control. Mind Control is actually thinking about maybe helping out KuroKy right here. He's coming back. He has got an Avalanche available, and he will use it. Toss up in the air as well, and GH coming back into this fight. This could be disastrous. For Vega Squadron, they lose 2. They do end up getting the Tiny, but is that worth losing Madara's PA for? Definitely I'm not so sure.
Yeah, especially because your Magnus has rotated, so which basically leaves Matumba Man on that and get he took that down your tower, giving Matumba Man all. Alone, lonesome on this mid lane, so
that's the way he likes it.
He enjoys it a lot.
Luring people in, he gets the silence off, but the tag team was already there, and the right clicks will take him down. Pixu killed.
Yeah, like a few patches ago, that doesn't happen. Like Bloodseeker kills you, but it's different now.
Did you guys see that? GH just kicked KuroKy out of the max spell. Wait, no shockwave for you, sir. Madara, can he still jump away? He actually got tossed first. Now he jumps away towards DM.
The bear is here.
The bear is here. He is ready. The real man, bear owner is here as well. Madara, the RP turning around. Can they do some damage? The Illuminate coming through as well. But Madara, he is trying to survive. It's not going to be enough, though. No evasion to rely on DM. Now looking for a way out of this mess. But he is not able to. At least the Illuminate still clips on KuroKy, and they get that return kill. But 2 cores for 1 Chen. KuroKy will take that trade any day.
At least Lone Druid rotated this Rupture. He still has Snowball and this to work with, so he's pinging, he's asking for help. He's gonna snowball to a creep. PA is coming in. I don't think Miracle gets the skill.
No.
Yeah, he's just gonna get out.
Like it. He's still a little bit extra speedy there from the Tusk being so low, but
doesn't have a port though.
He does not, but well.
So he had to run back.
Don't worry, guys. That sound was nothing. This is the lizard breaking down the studio.
Yeah, just a little bit. Nothing of value was lost.
No, it's so good.
No one saw that.
Nobody saw that. It is actually very even in terms of net worth, but I still feel like Liquid, with that ticking time bomb of Matuma Man, is in a very dominant position in this game. I don't know if people at home can hear that, but we have
I don't think the stream can hear the dog.
Sir Action Slacks would have loved to be in the studio today.
Right?
Yeah, he loves pugs, and we got one of them.
There's a little pug barking at everyone around, guys.
He didn't like me. He sniffed my hand thinking maybe she has candy, but the moment he realized that there was not, he started barking again. Oh, time to top here for Kezu's Timbersaw, as he is having a lot of hate on him from Team Liquid. Hey, look, it's the Will-O-Wisp buying some time for the rest of Vega Squadron to get out. The Will-O-Wisp will get taken down. Is everybody here? Yes, everybody is mid lane. Rejoice, nobody dies though. So the saves were successful and the Will-O-Wisp was definitely worth using there. Otherwise,
it could have been much worse.
It could have been much worse indeed. Right. Miracle taking the one bounty and looking to take another as well, perhaps. No, he cannot. He has to run. Karoki is going to be able to try and help him, but yeah, nice roar coming out from Matuma Man. Karoki trying to juke here. RP only ends up on the bear. Miracle is fast and speedy and he gets away. Peksu, not so lucky. The bear will eat him up. Kezu still on the chase of Miracle, but I don't think he can get very far with that. In the meantime, the fight still continues around this high ground ledge, and DM is even though Liquid is going for 2 Midases, they're still coming out on top of these fights, which is basically telling me that they're outplaying them hard. Yep.
These small jukes, the Savage Roar here, the Miracle surviving on sliver of his HP.
Ooh, question though, we don't often see a Magnus mid anymore.
Yes.
What is he supposed to do extra other than, you know, what normal Magnuses do?
Nothing. Like a few months ago, a few patches ago, you would see the Echo Saber. So the Blink Echo Saber Magnuses or the Shadow Blade Echo Saber, in which he would be able to blow up one single target on his own, and that was pretty alright. But right now, I don't think that works the same way. I don't think, especially in this game in which he struggled to actually find himself on the map. Like, look at him. He's almost as farmed as his Kotal.
Yeah.
And that's not really your mid lane Magnus. That's basically your position 4 Magnus. So by the time he gets that Blink Dagger, he's going to lose a lot of map control. Kezu so far is the only one managing to delay them.
Yeah, PA is just needing to farm up so he can actually take care of things. At this point, the Magnus PA combo that is always so strong.
I mean, it's still the Magnus PA combo. You give your PA power.
Yeah.
But you don't do much extra besides that, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
That PA is farming fairly well, but Matuma Man is just skyrocketing with his net worth. 7k already. Yeah. He's building into a Radiance, actually, after all. A build that we haven't really seen win in quite a long time, at least in this qualifier, so it's going to be interesting to see if Matuma Man can pull it off.
We have not really seen Let Alone Druid, so...
Yeah, that's true. No, we haven't.
No. Double damage rune for Tiny. Nice one for Mind Control. If he wants it. He does want it.
He's gonna take it. He's gonna have that Blink Dagger soon.
And he's gonna find Madara, if he's lucky. That's a tree already.
Yeah, Madara does see him. He's waiting for Magnus to commit or not.
Well, maybe he's just waiting for him to go on Magnus, seeing if Mind Control will do that. They should be able to take him down. They got RP.
He's very tanky, 12 sticks as well. Maybe after this, Avalanche is used.
Let's find out in a second, as Peksu is the one getting gone here up on top. Chen already teleporting out, knowing that he is needed bottom to save Mind Control. They didn't end up using the RP, and
it's good that they didn't, because I don't think they kill him there.
Oops. Well, I guess they took the fight out top, and now they want to take the fight bottom. GH being recalled back into that bottom lane. They can give some chase to the PA and the Magnus if they want to, or at least take control of that side of the map as well. Where can you still farm if you're Madara? You're sharing farm with your mid.
Yeah, your mid needs that Blink Dagger too, but I think it's more important that Madara has his items sooner, so just give the PA and power and get out of those woods. Just go anywhere, create some space, die, it doesn't matter. You need a fat PA this game. You need a fat PA to carry you, and if you have a dagger on that Magnus or not, it doesn't really change a whole lot.
Well, a little bit more fat now with the plus 150 health from Talons. Still needs to get away to do all the damage. Double damage now activated by Mind Control, and they are finding Peksu. who was just taunting like he was asking for it. That was very sad, actually. He was just happy he was in the... Yeah, he was just happy he was in the trees.
What's this Timber building for? He's going for that hood. I mean, alright. There is some magic damage that can go his way, so would make sense. At the same time, he needs to start applying some pressure across the map. You asked me like who's gonna do more after the laning stage, and I said Timber. I expected Timber to do more, especially considering Miracle went for Midas. So he should be doing exactly this what he's doing right now. But this is like 4 minutes-ish too late, I think.
4 minutes, that's very specific.
Yeah, like around that 10-minute mark. Once you get the tome, you want to take that tier 1 top with level 6 on your support, right? Something like that. Not specifically in every single match, but yeah. But
it is now 15 minutes into the game, and tier 1 towers are but a dream to Vega Squadron because they got
that's the Divine Favor Lone Druid I was talking about.
Yeah.
The Divine Favor Bear. Yeah, that's it. It's so good. Like I was thinking, if it works with Carti,
it surely works with the bear.
Yeah, exactly. Man, that tower melted. Bam, 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 and that bear's.
All right, now I am a little sad that there's no.
Okay,
there's no invoker.
No, yeah, with Alacrity,
because then the bear could also have Alacrity. That would have been even better. They could have done that maybe. You know, could have fit it in.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see that, honestly. Chen plus Invoker, why not? It can happen. You don't need Lone Druid then. You can just take the Carti. You Alacrity the Carti, you Divine Favorite, he basically demolishes your towers.
But how about Chen, Lone Druid, and Invoker?
Also a possibility, definitely.
Well, they're gonna go again. Radiance is complete, and really, who's gonna kill this bear?
You just fight outside, I suppose. You have to. Stop them in their tracks right now. Do not let them approach your towers.
They got the RP up, of course. Matuma Man looking for some entangles. They find one, and they do quite a bit of damage.
The Lone Druid alone.
There's the Will-O-Wisp. The dagger in the meantime hitting on Kuroki, who's having a tough time staying alive. He will use the Hand of God alive for the moment, does get punched, and will be the first one to die in this fight. In the meantime, Matuma Man coming back to try and take out Peksu.
I mean, Miracle isn't even close. He's in his base.
He is in his base. He doesn't need to be here. He can be very fast, because look at the health bars on the side of Vega. They are dropping. Peksu does end up going down.
Found haste as well, so he's going to be any
He's going to be very fast back in here. Illuminates, just trying to push those waves out. Together with the Timber, the high ground defense of Vega Squadron is pretty decent. There is an RP available. DM looking for time to go in. If only Miracle was standing more on top of Matuma Man, but the positioning of Team Liquid is almost flawless.
They're waiting. The bear has been resummoned. If they manage to take this fight now, it could be so good for Vega.
Yeah, but that Liquid knows that. They know that RP is up. That is basically the only thing that is stopping them from just walking up high ground and making stuff happen. So they can just anticipate that, keep their positioning in tight formation, and well, move back whenever they think, well, we're not getting anything. They got Chen back alive as well.
They got Chen. They have Yules finished on that Bloodseeker. Very common build. If someone tries to port out to that Rupture, you just Yule him. You can also set up your silence with that Yules.
You can get yourself unstuck from the Will-O-Wisp for a little bit.
Exactly, you have movement speed bonus, but it looks like Vega wants to fight. They don't wanna.
I mean, they have to. They can't wait until the next time of the base.
They've been literally just battered by this bear so far, and now they have RP. Send Kazu in, create some space, give them some info, and after they...
Oh, there's some space right there. Ooh, DM jumping into that snowball because he otherwise would not have survived. He still has that RP, but he is magnetized and he is killed off just like 3 of his teammates, as I don't think Peksu is gonna survive there.
Yeah, that's some space in the different direction. They gave them some space to push. That's what they managed to do, and that's about it. This Lone Druid with Chen is doing so much. Oh, that's why the Bloodseeker, the Blood Raged Bear, the Blood Rage plus Divine Favored Bear, he's gonna be destroying these Raxes.
Oh dear. Let's see. This is not counting yet.
There we go.
Blood Rage, Divine Favor.
Alright, it's not looking as great as I thought, but it's fast enough.
Oops! He does take a bit of damage there.
There we go.
There we go. Does take the Rax down, is all that they wanted. Look at all this effort they put into trying to slow down this bear. The crit's coming out as well. The fear comes out so that the bear can still get a couple of extra hits in. He can be moved back, and he can also be resummoned if they need to.
They have that divine favor to work with. It's so strong, actually. Now, perhaps finish the rush or just go top. Terror flows their boat.
Liquid looking strong and comfortable.
Strong and comfortable with secret strategies with that Chen.
That Chen, they saw the light. Kuroki is a very deft Chen player. The bear got resummoned. Going for the shrine.
I mean, Pexu and the lads, they're just, I don't know, they're not really finding ways of fighting. They need to get a good RP off. They need that Empower on PA. Good RP, Empower, you can definitely take a proper fight.
Oh, are they gonna try here? That's the question.
If you could somehow bait them on the Tusk and then go with...
going on the Tusk. They baited them on the Tusk.
Yeah, they...
Congratulations.
They baited them on the Tusk. I mean, yeah, they did, but at the same time, no one was nearby to follow up.
I'm not sure if that was an intentional bait, that's for
I'm
sure.
certain, yeah.
Oh,
he baited them.
He's farming. In the meantime, Madara found GH. Can he get some crits off? He needs some crits to... The silence is there, GH. Can he ball out? Yes, he can. He lives. Of course he does. He is GH. Who would ever doubt him? I would doubt Madara if I were you, though, because he is getting beaten on by Miracle, who now has found maybe next time getting the silence up there, and a couple of hits later gets a double kill. And it looks like GH still ended up dying to the DM Magnus.
DM was close enough. He...
Shockwave.
Yeah, he was close enough. He shockwaved him. He wasn't able to help the PA and Kotl because he had no mana to work with. He couldn't really go in RP. He wasted it all farming there, so...
But they get the PA, though.
They do get, I mean, yeah, it's great for Liquid.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
They still need that one RP. They haven't really used a single proper one. They had one RP that they used, and if I remember, it only caught the Lone Druid's bear.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah, so perhaps put someone on the line, someone like Tusk. They try to go on Tusk, they commit to it, then you follow up with a good RP on everyone that committed.
2 Cardies.
2 Carties and the bear.
And the bear. Party
Two
war.
Carties and the bear walk up to your high ground.
Oh, and he's got the Hyperstone now too. This is gonna be pretty terrifying. And Liquid can just go whenever they want. It looks like they, you know, this is their strat. They don't, like, if fights come their way, they'll take it, but they don't specifically go and look for it unless it's on their side of the map. And now they're just gonna push out the waves and go again, take another lane if they can, or at least one of the side Rexes. There's a lot of people from Vega looking for GH again. They do jump on him. GH, can he get out? Snowball. This time
he should certainly
cannot get a ball off. They do lose their tower, but top lane is in trouble. They need to all teleport back because their bear is on that tower. Look at how fast this goes. Can they even take care? The tier 3 will die. That's it. The fear there as well as the rupture. Oh, Kezu taking a lot of damage there. He is still chasing. He gotta be careful. That rupture has almost gotten him dead all the way.
Kill him,
He's gonna have a throw, a tree killing him. He can now just run back. The Bloodseeker is too far away for it to still do damage to him.
I believe rupture was changed and it no longer is fatal, right? Not be dispelled, pure. I might be just crazy, but I think it doesn't kill you any longer. I'm not certain. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining stuff.
Yeah, I think that it's just when you're far enough away from the Bloodseeker, you stop taking damage. Right? Yeah. That's the only thing.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well.
I haven't seen Bloodseeker in a while.
No, you have not. Oh, the bear. He doesn't care about your timber saws, about your punches. He just wants those barracks. And he's gonna get them too. He does die, though. That's a nice 300 gold for Kezu, but...
Great gold, man.
I mean,
you just lost your racks.
You just lost your racks. That is all that Liquid came for. They back off, and it looks like they are mounting an attack for the mid lane next. They can resummon that bear.
They just need to find a proper way to break Liquid's formation. They need to find a way.
Smoke around. Yeah, look at DM's movement. He is actually behind. He wants to come in from behind. Madara already finding GH. Pops his Ghost Scepter. Alive for the moment. DM scouted out. He is still looking for a target again. They just go for GH. They do end up finding the kill on the Earth Spirit, but they did lose Peksu. In the meantime, Peksu buys back. The Magnetize is on as well as there is a monster kill going the way of Matuma Man and his bear. They get the kill on Kezu. A big one there as well. Again, no RP there. Punch.
Oh,
that is a nice kill. That is Miracle that getting punched and critted by Madara. In the meantime, a bear attacking a base. Again, no surprises there. Matuma Man knows what matters here. It's all about those buildings. Those pesky heroes can buzz off with their punches and their...
Maybe they'll die.
Their snowballs there. Now maybe an RP. There you go. Where's the damage? Madara got it coming for them. There is also the Will-O-Wisp, but the damage following up is just not really there. Madara, now he's tangled by a bear. He can't catch a break. Mind control, turning back around. Madara still going for that bear. Now he gets the Aegis done, and there is no resummon for the bear available for another 35 seconds. GH, he came back into this fight.
He's gonna fight
is here, snowballing in up on Madara, who does have a buyback, and he will have to use it if Liquid keeps on pushing their advantage here. But without a bear, perhaps they just want to back off and wait for that bear to be back up again, but it should be up again soon.
I love how Matumba just manned up and started hitting him with his normal form, the Bone Druid form that is.
Miracle took the Bounty Rune route, but if he took the other Rune route, he would have had a double damage rune. But he is back in the fight again, so they do probably want to try and force out that buyback on Madara. Oh, there's the toss back with the Rupture there already. The Blade Mill is there. Well, that's just going to get you killed, Kezu. And he does not have buyback. 40 seconds on the sideline. In the meantime, Matuma Man's bear. We should give it a name, by the way.
Misha.
Misha?
Yeah, the Russian bear.
The Russian bear.
The Finnish bear, Misha.
The Finnish bear, Misha. Misha pushing down the barracks. I don't know. I can't do it. There's no way.
It's all right.
Well, Misha getting punched, but he still only cares about those barracks. He's getting them too. In the meantime, the top lane, the barracks, I believe, already died to the creeps. No, they didn't.
Well, Matumba Man is going to fall finally.
They got him. He still has buyback, but perhaps this is the break that Vega was waiting for. The Magnetize, though. GH is creating a ton of space, and this team is actually going to come back inside of that fight. They want to take this. Madara still trying to find kills. DM is able to skewer away there.
Kuroki taking Raxes.
Kuroki is just
the cards, he's just taking Raxes.
That is all they care about. Once those mega creeps are there, the lineup of Vega Squadron has a really tough time. Well, I guess they can deal with it, but they need the farm. They need the normal creeps. They need the gold from the normal creeps. They do get a kill on mind control, and they do still have one range Rax available. But for how long? Because Miracle
they're smoked
has his sight set on the range tracks. There are already creeps in the base.
All right, Divine Favor is there.
Divine
He's going.
Favor is there. Blood Rage is active. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Dead. There you go. That's all
the Yules into recall.
Into recall. They knew exactly what they were doing. The tips come out, and the mega creeps
Good
are
stuff.
upon Vega Squadron. What a game.
Definitely a very one-sided game, to be honest.
Yes, it is.
Ever since they started pushing, they haven't really stopped on the side of Liquid. So, I don't know, Vega, they just struggle into finding these correct ways of approaching the team fights. They couldn't really, like, they tried with the smokes around, with a hidden Magnus in the trees. They tried with those usual movements, but they needed something more innovative. They needed something like you bait with someone. You throw your.
They die so fast.
You throw PA in the fray. You just let her or
surprise the enemy.
But seriously, that's how you do it. You give them a curveball. You do something that they don't expect, and then you follow up with that RP, because you're playing versus Liquid. They're not gonna be caught off foot with your normal movements with Magnus. Everyone knows what Magnus wants to do with PA.
Yeah, this is true.
And if you're committed to that, at least maybe a Shadow Blade would be good. If you're committed to that Magnus mid, you need to find a way to use that RP. It's not all about that Empower.
GH by himself for now, but he has no fear. He's going in 4-on-1, gets the Magnetize, lives, chases them as well. Continues with the Magnetize. Where is his team? He's needing some assistance. Ooh, that's a punch. That is Matuma Man dead, actually, with the Will-O-Wisp, keeping the rest of Liquid as bay. Perhaps Liquid can fight without Matuma Man, but it's definitely a loss that they are going to feel. Miracle trying to do what he can. He's being very speedy. He's actually running away. They don't want to fight
Rapier.
This.
Oh, that's what's up.
PA has a Rapier.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Oh, he hurts.
Oh, he definitely does. They won. Nah, they still have Megas to work with, but honestly, this is scary. They don't really have a hero that they committed into pushing, right? So they don't really have these items, these big items on the side of Liquid. Your Bloodseeker, what, he has Yules and something?
Yeah,
Yules
he does.
And oh, okay, he's going for E-Blade. That looks all right. That's a way to deal with PA, perhaps. Just E-Blade her.
Just E-Blade her, lol.
Yeah, and
They're gonna try. Dealing with mega creeps, again, they got the Timber Saw, they got the Empower, and they got the Coddle. It's not the end of the world. It's just, it costs them a lot of gold.
I mean, you have Empower, right? You have Empower on the PA. She's gonna defend very easily. I don't know, actually. This game just, after seeing that Rapier, this game became much more fun. You can see he's building into Blade Mail, actually, on Bone Druid. But he dies so fast.
He does.
And there's Vlad's also on PA, so she's gonna heal up somewhat. No, Morbid Mask at least, yeah. She will heal up. Has that lifesteal.
There's a double damage rune. That's gonna be a nice one for Liquid to take, but...
The problem for Vega is exactly that. They can't really scout these runes. They can't go out to fight Rosh. As long as their lanes are pushed in, they can't really do a whole lot. They just have to defend.
They just have to wait for Liquid to grace them with their presence. They can also, Liquid can just wait for the next Rosh, right?
Yep.
And then go after.
They can wait for the Rosh.
They only have to wait 8 seconds though.
They have MKB on the Bear, so they are definitely gonna be able to hit the PA.
I have punching for you.
Alright, they smoke. They do catch the counter ward. And they should be able to take Roshan without any complaint from Vega Squadron. Vega is going all in on this Rapier.
Definitely. I mean, there isn't really a whole lot else they could do, so this made the game much more interesting, at least. With that Rapier, anything can happen. It's very unlikely still that they're gonna win, but it's possible. If we could see the percentages, we would see at least 2% for Vega right now.
Yep.
There you go.
9%.
9%.
There you go.
That's awesome.
That's all you need. We have seen 1% being turned around.
Double damage, however, gonna be taken in that last second by the Bear.
Zero
they're not gonna take the DD, it seems. Well, okay.
It's gonna disappear in 15 seconds.
I mean, Bloodseeker.
He's not gonna get there in time.
Okay, Matumba Man then. Matumba Man is gonna take it after.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so they got the DD in the last second. They're saving it. They really want to have it for as long as possible.
For the push, yeah. All right. And the haste rune, they let that be. They just want to make the most use out of this double damage rune. And the 0 cooldown Entangle Bear. Let's find out.
Divine Favor is on him. Has a lot of armor, so he won't die instantly to the Rapier crits. He has the Blade Mail and the AC.
Well, they just need a target. Madara, keep your eyes on that PA.
They have to control that Bear. They need to invest a lot in it. And after they control it, I think Liquid is going to strike on them, not onto the buildings. So
Creep Wave is here. The Rupture is on Madara already. He's forced back to base, standing in the fountain. He's fine. Kezu, not so fine. He is actually very dead. Does have buyback available though. 50 seconds. Skewer back in the fountain doesn't work. Mind Control, keeping Peksu busy for the moment. As that is Mind Control still dead because Madara came with the crit. Now Madara jumping on to a man, but the Blade Mail activated. He has to walk away and he pops his BKB. The Will-O-Wisp trying to keep them at bay and it's successful. He makes it back to base, but he is in the base. He's not hitting people with his BKB active. He has to wait for his health to be back up. He's looking for places to go. Maybe back for more Matuma Man. RP in the meantime, Skewer, get that Bloodseeker away. And that is not a kill though. Madara, he's not finding those targets to attack. The buyback from Peksu is there. Madara now finds himself with G8, but G8 sets a Ghost Scepter. And again, Madara, half HP in the meantime. There's no tower left available and there's the ranged creep hitting the throne. And the bear, Matuma Man's bear, is still alive. And look at that throne, it is just dying so fast. Madara cannot fight against this one. This one-man army is killing off the bear, but it's not killing off this army that the Dire have, and it is GG. Woo! Liquid taking first game against a Vega Squadron, and they made it look easy, and they made it look fun.
I mean, it's the PA that made it look fun with the rapier, right?
Yes.
It actually gave us a glimmer of hope. Like we actually expected Vega to do something with it, but overall, honestly, they never put up a real fight. After that laning stage, they were just dodging, and I mean, they could. There are ways to fight. You do have that Magnus. You just kill him. Just do something. I don't know. I mean, I think they were surprised by the Divine Favor Lone Druid Bear. I think that's also a problem. It just destroyed their tower so fast. They were in shock. They couldn't really figure out the way to approach these fights because, of course, Liquid positions themselves really well. You can't really find the proper RP, find the proper way to RP, and then, yeah, you're waiting for way too long. They take one side, they take the second side, and suddenly you're versus Mega Creeps. Yeah,
that bear was definitely very fat. I did like the rapier. It was, I mean, it gave them a chance to kill heroes, but at that point,
they had megas.
Yeah, and their point wasn't really to kill heroes. It was really to win a big team fight.
It was for the entertainment value. That's why they took the rapier, just to entertain us a little bit, because besides that, they've been just defending themselves the whole game.
Yeah. By the way, I get a point. Thank you very much.
All right, you get the point for predicting that Liquid is gonna win.
I mean, you didn't do that. You could have had a point too.
Someone, look.
Someone smeared over my points.
Was NA here? They smeared your points.
They don't like me winning.
Don't worry. I know what's up. You have like 2 here and 2 here.
Yeah, I got like 26 points.
It's fine. You're fine.
Actually, I got 31.
NA spies. Amerikanski Spions.
We are going to have game 2, though. Vega is going to have a bit of a break to reflect and think what they could have done better. Because what we saw when in their series against OG earlier today, the thing that Vega did really well, and that they kind of started out that way, is they made sure that all their lanes worked. They got the better lanes every single game.
This game they didn't, though.
No, but they tried to swap around, you know? We had a little bit of a musical lane situation.
That Magnus lane just didn't work. Honestly, that Magnus versus Lone Druid, I was worried about it since the start. Like, yeah, it works all right in the first few ways. Once that Lone Druid gets level 3 bear, level 2 bear even, you're just done. He denies everything away from you.
It does. All right. Game 2 coming up, and if Liquid take that one, it is major time for Liquid, and Vega has to make their way through the minor qualifiers and then through the minor to make it to the major. So that's a long route they don't want to take. They want to force out that 3rd game. Let's see if they can after the break.